The following podcast is produced and syndicated by Technofi Media Networks. Coming up on this episode of the Talking Mac podcast, we're going to be going over the best Mac OS X applications. Some of them free. I got a lot of them. Stay tuned. You will not want to miss it. Welcome to the Talking Mac podcast. Everybody dance now. I am loving our new theme music. So I'm Joe. Welcome to the Talking Mac podcast. We're gonna be counting down, like I said, my favorite Mac OS X applications. Some of them free, and we're gonna start our countdown right after this commercial break. Stay tuned. The Talking Mac podcast is now in the Miro player. So when you have the Democracy/Miro player, you can get the Talking Mac podcast. Type us in. You'll see us. You know, you've heard me advertise for the Mac Insider blog, and not because they're affiliated with us, but they really provide great Apple news and rumors. So go ahead over to www.macinsider.tk or macinsider.wordpress.com. and check the Mac Insider blog out. Now, along with their news, information, and rumors about Apple and the Macintosh platform, you yourself will become a Mac Insider. So check them out every single day. Even subscribe to them, macinsider.tk or macinsider.wordpress.com. Check them out today. I personally recommend it. Now back to the Talking Mac podcast. Welcome back to the Talking Mac podcast. How you doing? You can go over to www.talkingmac.tk. You will get a full list of everything we're going to be saying today. Got a lot of stuff to cover. Like I said, my favorite Mac OS X applications. Let's first start off with, and I have a lot of applications. I download a lot of them every single day. So let's start out with some. First off, Cyberduck, which is free, which is the FTP client. So if you can FTP up to a server like a websites that I use iWeb for. I FTP it right up to the server with that. Cyberduck. You'll see a list of everything I named right over to the left hand side, as well as a donation button. You can donate to us through PayPal right over there in the description link. Just click there. Next is Aol Radio, which is free. Gives you free XM satellite radio and free AOL Radio, all the radio stations, every single genre, genre that you want. AOL Radio. Remember, you can click over to the description link on the side, and you'll see it right over there. Next is AppFresh. I believe this is free. AppFresh will keep all your apps up to date. I don't use it anymore, but it's still great if you want. I would just rather, I used to use it, but I'd rather just keep tabs on my own applications and make sure they're up to date. I'd rather do that than use an application for that, because I can, do that myself. Next is Audacity. Now, Audacity is a free audio editor. It's better than GarageBand in some areas. If you just want to record, like when I started out the podcast, I recorded it in Audacity and imported it somewhere else, and then add the graphics and stuff like that. So if you want to do the same thing, you can do it. Audacity is noise removers. It's really great, and it's free. It's Audacity. You'll see it over there to the side. Next is Bean. If you don't Bean, like Coffee Bean, Bean. It's a free Word text editor, sort of like Microsoft Word or text edit, but still it's more advanced. More advanced than that. Next is App Delete. I love App Delete. Anytime I download a lot of applications. Sometimes when I just dragging the app to the trash can, sometimes does not sometimes does not leave me with a clean slate on my Mac. So what I use App Delete for is to simply drag the icon over there, it will delete every associated file. And it's free. App delete. It'll be over there on the show notes to the side. And if you're listening on TalkingMac.tk, it'll also be there. You can leave a comment and tell me what are your favorite applications if they're free, or if they have a price, tell us the price of those. And that's app delete. Next is Camino, which is an open source web browser. I think no, it's not open source, but it's free. It's sort of like Firefox, same Gecko rendering engine. It's okay. I stick with Firefox. That's what I use now. Because I just need I use a lot of add-ons. I've added mouse gestures to Firefox, really souped it up. So yeah. Next is CamTwist. I love CamTwist. I record tutorials and stuff with it, and I send them out to folks. It's pretty good at that, and you can integrate it into iMovie and others. Next is ClamXav. 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 No, like xylophone Zav. ClamXav. You'll see it over there. It's free. And I used it yesterday. I used it yesterday to scan my whole Macintosh for viruses. Now, even though we say Macintosh, blah, 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 viruses, that, it does not hurt to check. It took about 30 minutes to check. It did about a gigabyte per minute. To check my whole entire Mac, including my users folder. I did my personal users folder. I scanned that, which is about 30 gigabytes. It took about 30 minutes, so about a gigabyte per minute. It scanned through and found nothing wrong, so I'm so thankful for that. The next one is TubeTv. If you use YouTube and you want to download the videos, or you might want to download Talking Mac podcasts from YouTube. But I suggest you download it from TalkingMac.tk so you get the full episode and all that great stuff. But you can paste the URL there and download it from TubeTv. Next is App Cleaner. This is sort of like App Delete. And with App Delete and App Cleaner, you do not need to pay for App Zapper or whatever they call that thing. I don't see the need to pay for App Zapper because App Delete, and I use App Delete for deleting apps, but like App Cleaner, it can delete preference panes, widgets, apps, all this stuff. Is really easy, but I like to use App Delete for apps, and for anything else, I like to use App Cleaner, which is great. Highlight is next. Highlight. You can draw on your Mac screen, like if you have a Wacom tablet or Wacom tablet. You can draw on the Mac screen, and you can use it with a mouse. So Highlight. Next is iSquint. Is great for simply just converting video files, and I have acquired the Visual Hub, which is the paid version of iSquint. Next is Journaler. You can record audio, video journals, text journals, and then it automatically import them into iTunes, which is really great, and that's free. iSquint is free. App Delete and App Cleaner is free. I'll tell you something cost here, which normally it won't. Next, and probably the last one for now for the YouTube listeners will be, let's see, where is it? Tiny Alarm. I wish Macintosh had, Mac OS 10 had a built-in alarm clock, because I use the alarm clock all the time. There's one set for 5 o'clock Eastern Time right now. There's one set. So, yeah, I use it a heck of a lot, as you would imagine. It's an alarm clock. So I use that a lot. So those are my apps for the YouTube people. I'm going to keep going over all of my free apps and all of my paid apps, some of them for the TalkingMac.tk listeners. Go there today, TalkingMac.tk, and we're sponsored by MacInsider.tk, the best in Mac news and rumors, the blog MacInsider.tk. Hey, we'll see you next time. Remember, your mind's like a parachute. It won't work unless it's open, so think outside the box, think different. And if you have a question that you would like for us to answer right here on the Talking Mac podcast, email us questions at TalkingMac.tk. Questions at TalkingMac.tk. Bye, everybody. The preceding was a Technify Media Networks production.